Hello everyone to our live public viewers. Again, we apologize for the delay. We are still currently awaiting the result of the CWA. Thank you for being with us. Again, good afternoon. Good afternoon to our live viewers. Please be informed again that we are currently having technical issues. We're awaiting the CWA result, checking the eligibility requirements. Again, good afternoon. Thank you for being with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We have encountered challenges during the processing of our eligibility check to the DPWH. Today, May 21, 2026, we will be conducting two procurement activities. First is the opening of bids for the procurement of 7 infrastructure projects. And immediately after the opening of bids, we will conduct the pre-bid conference for the procurement of another 7 infra projects. To begin, it has all stand for the opening period.
Gracious God, as we enter into this bidding process, grant us clear minds and upright hearts. May we act with integrity, wisdom, and fairness, choosing only what aligns with our commitment to quality, safety, and environmental stewardship. Help us uphold our values of public service, professionalism, excellence, and teamwork in every decision we make. May our work today always reflect our dedication to serving the Filipino people well, with honesty and responsibility. Amen.
This meeting for the opening of bids is now called to order. We will request the back secretary for the roll call of the leaders, please.
Thank you, sir. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Roll call of attendance, starting with our back chairperson, Engineer Jim B. Ramos.
Present.
Our back vice chairperson, Engineer Harry Raplisa. Our back members, Engineer Rayson Sidorifa, Engineer Noli Lemon Nuevas, and Engineer Mark Jason Horial. Our back TWG, Miss Genevieve Dumo, Engineer Giselle Villaflores, Engineer Oscar Aguda, Engineer Generoso Abenosa Jr., and Engineer ABT Jr. And to our back secretariat, yours truly, Engineer Tagle, present. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Batsek. This meeting for the opening of bids is determined as quorum. The back vice chairperson, Engineer Harry Raplisa, will read the result of the eligibility check, followed by the reading of the first envelope by back member Engineer Sidoripa, and again the back vice chairperson will read the second envelope. Proceed, please.
Thank you, Sir Chair. Once again, good afternoon. Today, May 21, we will have a 7 civil works project to be bid. Our first project is 26 KL 0083, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Patrocinio, Claveria, Misamis Oriental, with a full budget of a contract of 4,948,999 pesos and 97 centavos. With this particular project, we have 3 bidders: San Jose SL Factory Construction Services Corporation, Naawan Enterprises Incorporation, and Ramsey Builders and Enterprises. And based on our generated result from our CWA, was found out that these 3 bidders are eligible for this project. We may proceed to the opening of the technical and financial board.
And Popular Construction Services Corporation.
Bid securing declaration. Signed and authorized. Organizational chart. Signed. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of contractors, equipments. Attached and signed. Construction safe and health program. Signed. Omnibus warrant statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Proposal for San Roque SN Pavila Construction Services Corporation, composed of 33 pages. Bill of quantities present. Detailed estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form. Signed. Bid amount. 4,946,900 and 900 pesos and 15 centavos only. I repeat, 4,946,900 pesos and 15 centavos only. I'm sorry, with a discount of 10,000 pesos from the amount.
Technical component of Naawan Enterprises Incorporated. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract signed. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract signed. Construction safety and health program. Attached and signed. Omnibus warrant statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Present the documents for Kagalawan Enterprises Incorporated, composed of 20 pages. Bill of quantities present. Detailed estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form signed. Bid amount 4,945,885 pesos and 65 centavos only.
Technical component of Brgy builders and enterprises. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart signed. List of contractors key personnel signed. List of contractors equipments to be assigned to the contract signed. Contractor Safety and Health Program, signed. Omnibus Sworn Statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Pass.
Financial documents for Ramsey Builders and Enterprises. Composes of 21 credits. Bill of quantities present. Detailed estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form signed. Bid amount 4,944,197 pesos 49 centavos only. Proceed to our second project to be bid today. 26 KL 0084. Construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Cogon, Salvador City, Misamis Oriental, with coordinates of 124.499 degrees, 8.542414 degrees, with an ABC of 4,949,155.87 pesos only. In this particular project, we have 4 bidders. JDE Construction, M&L Construction and Enterprises, NDP Construction Services, and Ramsey Builders and Enterprises. In this the result of our eligibility checking on our CWA was found out that these 4 bidders are eligible for this project. We may proceed for the opening of the financial and technical response.
Component of JDE Construction. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors key personnel, signed. List of contractors equipments, signed. Construction Safety and Health Program, signed. Omnibus Sworn Statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial documents for DDE Construction composes of 36 pages. Bill of quantities present. Detailed estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form signed. Bid amount 4,700,679 pesos and 98 centavos only. I repeat, 4,700,679 pesos and 98 centavos only.
Alright.
Technical components of M&L, construction, and infrastructure. This security declaration, signed and authorized. Structures organizational chart, signed. List of contractors, fee personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of equipments to be assigned to the contract, signed. Contractors construction safety and health program, signed. Tax clearance attached. Omnibus word statement, signed and authorized.
Financial documents for M&L construction and enterprises. Composes of 18 pages. Bill of quantities present. Detailed estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form. Signed. Bid amount. 4,945,402 pesos and 62 centavos only. With discount offered of 7% from bid amount.
Technical component of NDT construction services. This security declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, attached and signed. Contractors list of key personnel for the contract, signed. List of contractors equipment pledged to the contract, attached and signed. Construction safety and health program, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial component for MVP construction services. Process of 19 pages. Bill of quantities present. Detailed estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form signed. Bid amount 4,946,215 pesos with discounts offered of 3,000 from bid amount. As
Technical component of Brgy builders and enterprises. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract, attached and signed. Contractors construction safety and health program, attached. Omnibus work statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Documents for shipbuilders and enterprises. Process of 22 pages. Bill of quantities, percent. Detailed estimates, percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent. Bid form, signed. Bid amount, 4,944,087 pesos and 84 centavos with a discount offered of 6% from bid amount. I repeat, bid amount is 4,944,087 pesos and 84 centavos with a discount of 6% from bid amount. We will proceed to our third project, 26 KL 0085, construction of multipurpose building, number 12, within Malibato Integrated School. School ID 127804, Barangay Malubog, Manticao, Misamis Oriental, with an ABC of 4,949,221 pesos and 34 centavos. In this particular project, we have three bidders, Era One Trend Construction, John Ray Builders and Enterprises, and Vicer Construction, Supplies and General Merchandise. Based on our generated CWA result, it was found out that these three bidders are eligible for this project. We may proceed for the opening of the technical and financial control.
Technical component of various like contractor. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract, signed. Contractors construction safety and health program, attached and signed. Omnibus work statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial component for Era One Trend Construction, composes of 24 pages, bill of quantities, percent. Detailed estimate, percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent. Bid form, time, bid amount, 4,948,155 pesos and 23 centavos only.
One, 165.
Technical component of Jamboree Builders Enterprises. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart signed. List of contractors key personnel. Signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract. Signed. Omnibus one statement. Signed and authorized. Contractors construction safety and health program. Signed. Tax clearance attached.
Financial documents for Jamboree Builders and Enterprises. Process of 19 pages. Bill of quantities. Percent. Detailed estimates. Percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Percent. Bid for sign. Bid amount. 4,943,652 pesos and 96 centavos.
Technical component of advisor construction supply and general merchandise. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart signed. List of contractor key personnel signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract. Attached and signed. Omnibus one statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Proposal for advisory consumption supplies and general merchandise. The process of 11 pages. Bill of quantities, percent. Detailed estimates, percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent. Bid form signed. Bid amount. 4,940,953 pesos and 54 centavos. So our four projects. 26 KL 0086, construction of 44-foot building, Barangay Calacapan, Initao, Misamis Oriental. With a coordinate of 124.364456 degrees and 8.491258 degrees, with an ABC of 4,949,328 pesos and 10 centavos. The buildings particular, we have 4 pillars: India's Construction and Services, RS Construction, Level 1 Strength Construction, and Ramdaan Construction. Based on our directed CWA result, was found out that Ramdaan Construction has no work experience to this project, so Ramdaan is ineligible. And for NGS Construction and Services, did not update their NFCC. NFCC in our civil works application. We will check in their technical component if they attach their NFCC. And for RS Construction and Herawan Strength Construction are both eligible for this project. We may proceed for the opening of the technical and financial proposal for EJS Construction, RS Construction, and Herawan Strength Construction.
Technical component of NJS Construction and Services. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized, contractors organizational chart. Signed, list of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed,
NFCC. Yang NFCC di ba mana? Teksa.
First, we will check if EJS Construction Services attach their NFCC, their updated NFCC.
NFCC, net financial contracting capacity attached.
Since EJS Construction and Services attach their dated NFCC, we are eligible for this project, but still we are requesting for unlocking in our technical office in our CWA. We may proceed for the meeting of technical.
And then technical components of NJS Construction and Services. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart. Signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract. Attached and signed. Contractors construction safety and health program. Signed. Omnibus board statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial component for EJS Construction and Services. Composes of 21 pages. Bid quantities present. Detailed estimate, present. Detailed estimate, present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, present. Page 4, signed, bid amount, 4,942,281 pesos and 71 pesos, 71 centavos only.
Technical component of RS construction. Bid securing declaration. Signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart. Signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract. Signed. Contractors construction safety and health program. Attached and signed. Omnibus word statement. Signed and authorized. Clearance attached.
Financial component for RS construction composes of 21 bids. Bill of quantities, present. Detailed estimates, present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, present. Bid form. Signed. Bid amount, 4,904,753 pesos and 14 centavos only.
Technical component of Tier 1 strength construction. Bid securing declaration. Signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart. Signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of equipment pledged to the contract. Signed. Contractors construction safety and health program. Signed. Omnibus for statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial proposal for Naawan Street construction. Process of 65 pages. Bill of quantities, present. Detailed estimates, present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, present. Bid form. Signed. Bid amount, 4,944,287 pesos and 61 centavos with discount offered of of 9% from the bid amount. We proceed to our bid project to be bid today, 26 KL 0007, construction of multi-purpose building, double court at Barangay, Barangay School. School ID 127650, Barangay Madaguing, Claveria, Misamis Oriental, with an ABC of 4,949,398 pesos and between centavos only. This particular project, we have three leaders, EJS Construction and Services, Naawan Builders Incorporated, and L&L Construction. Based on our generated results from our DPWH, was found out that Naawan Builders Incorporated did not date their pickup registration in FCC, mayor's permit, VAR tax clearance, and buildings registration on our CWA. Also for India's construction and services, we did not update their NFCC in our CWA. And for L&L construction, the L&L construction is eligible for this project. We may proceed to for Indian construction and narrow builders, we will check their eligibility documents. That's their updated documents. And we may proceed to the reading of opening of the technical and financial proposal. Yes, NFCC.
NFCC attached.
Since NJS Construction and Services, that's their updated NFCC. They are, NJS Construction is eligible for this project. But still, we are requesting for unlocking to our CWA for their eligibility documents. We will proceed for the reading with technical component.
Technical component of NJS Construction and Services. Bid securing declaration, sign and authorize. Contractors organizational chart, sign. List of contractors key personnel should be assigned to the contract, sign. List of equipment pledged to the contract, attached and signed. Contractors construction safety and health program, attached and signed. Omnibus warrant statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial proposal for NJS Construction and Services composes of 20 pages. Bill of quantities present. Different estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid form, signed. Bid amount, 4,946,218 pesos and 22 centavos only. We'll proceed for taking the eligibility of this, narrow builders incorporation, their pickup application.
Pickup registration is validity period from February 6, 2026 to April 27, 2029. Updated.
NFCC.
NFCC attached.
In
Updated.
Mayor's permit.
Mayor's permit. Mayor's permit. Updated expiry date is December 31, 2026.
BIR tax lira.
Tax clearance valid until March 16, 2027.
Eclipse registration.
Pilgrim's registration certificate is valid until March 25, 2027.
Since na builders, that's their updated documents. Naro Builders Incorporated is eligible for this project, but still we may request for conducting for their unupdated documents in our CWA. We may proceed for the reading of its technical and financial proposal.
Technical component of Naharo Builders Incorporated. Bid securing declaration. Signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart. Signed. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of equipments pledged to the contract. Attached and signed. Contractors construction safety and health program. Signed and attached. Omnibus word statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial proposal for the pro builder. That process of 25 pages. Bid of quantities. Present. Detailed estimate. Present. Cash flow by part and payment schedule. Present. Bid form. Sign. Bid amount. 4,930,410 pesos and 73 centavos only.
Technical component of L&L construction. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract, attached and signed. List of contractors' equipments pledged to the contract, attached and signed. Contractors' construction safety and health program, signed. Omnibus warrant statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial component for L and L construction composes of 13 pages, bill of quantities percent, detailed estimates percent, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule percent, bid form signed, bid amount 4,947,863 pesos and 16 centavos only. We proceed to our six project to be bid today. In 60,708, construction of multi-purpose building, covered courts at Patag, Elementary School, School ID 12797, Barangay Patag, Naawan, Misamis Oriental, with an ABC of 4,949,421 pesos and 32 centavos. This particular project, we have 4 bidders: RS Construction, Ramdaan Construction, Kagalawan Enterprises Incorporated, and Building Construction and Supply. Based on our generated result from our CWA, Civil Works Application, was found out that Building Construction and Supply and Ramdaan Construction are have no work, zero work experience in this category of project. So Ramdaan Construction and During Construction are both ineligible for this project, and for RS Construction and Naawan Enterprises Incorporated. They are both eligible for this project. It may proceed for the opening of RS Construction and Naawan Enterprises Incorporated technical and financial proposal.
Technical component of RS construction. Bid securing declaration. Signed and authorized. Contractor organizational chart. Signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of equipments pledged to the contract. Attached and signed. Contractors construction safety and health program. Attached and signed. Omnibus word statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial component for RS Construction composes of 25 pages. Bill quantities present. Legal estimates present. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule present. Bid for sign. Bid amount 4,904,843 pesos and 20 centavos only.
Technical component of Naawan Enterprises Incorporated. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of contractors major construction and laboratory equipment to be assigned to the contract, attached and signed. Omnibus word statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached. Safety and health program attached.
financial component of the Galawan Enterprises Incorporated, composed of 15 pages, developed quantities, percent, detailed estimates, percent, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent, bid form, signed, bid amount, 4,946,421 pesos and 32 centavos, with a discount offered of 8% from the bid amount. We proceed to our last project. 26 KL 0089, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Cogon, Naistigan, Misamis Oriental, with the coordinates of 124.428123 degrees, 8.608443 degrees, with an ABC of 4,949,421 pesos and 35 centavos. With our project, we have 3 bidders, Air One Steel Construction, Light Construction and Light, and Element Construction. Based on our generated PWA result, it was found out that these 3 bidders are eligible for this project. We may proceed for the opening of its technical and financial proposal.
Technical component of Para 1, strength construction. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors, chief personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of equipment assigned to the contract, attached and signed. Contractors construction safety and health program, signed. Omnibus warrant statement. Signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
Financial proposal for Hera One Light Construction. Composes of 25 pages. Bid of quantities, percent. Detailed estimates, percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent. Bid form, signed. Bid amount, 4,944,459 pesos and 19 centavos, with a discount offered of 10,000 pesos from the bid amount.
Technical component of light construction and supply. Bid securing declaration. signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract, signed. Construction safety and health program attached and signed. Omnibus warranty signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
But
Financial documents for light construction and supply. Composes of 18 pages. Bill of quantities, percent. Detailed estimates, percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent. Report signed. Amount 4,944,443 pesos and 39 centavos. I repeat, 4,944,443 pesos and 39 centavos.
Technical components of L and L construction. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart, signed. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of equipment assigned to the contract, signed. Contractors construction safety and health program, signed. Omnibus warrant statement, signed and authorized. Tax clearance attached.
but
Financial proposal for L&L construction. Photos of 13 pages. Bill of quantities, percent. Detailed estimates, percent. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, percent. Bid form, signed. Bid amount, 4,947,997 pesos and 56 centavos. That's all, Sir Jeff. Thank you.
thank you, Vice Chair, thank you, Engineer Sudaripa. To our participating leaders, please be reminded that all bids as well are all bids will are subject to post qualifications and evaluation. We're done. Thank you, everyone. And again, good afternoon. This meeting for the opening of bids is now adjourned. Now we'll proceed immediately to our pre-procurement meeting.
Maybe.
Bid for the procurement of 7 infra projects. Where are the representative of the Good afternoon, everyone. Today, May 21, 2026, we will be conducting a training conference for the procurement of civil infrastructure projects. To begin, let us all start for the opening prayer.
Gracious God, as we enter into this bidding process, grant us clear minds and upright hearts. May we act with integrity, wisdom, and fairness, choosing only what aligns with our commitment to quality, safety, and environmental stewardship. Help us uphold our values of public service, professionalism, excellence, and teamwork in every decision we make. May our work today always reflect our dedication to serving the Filipino people well, with honesty and responsibility. Amen.
This briefing conference is now called to order. We will request the Bank Secretariat for the roll call of attendance, please.
Thank you, sir. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Roll call of attendance, starting with our back chairperson, Engineer Jim B. Ramos.
Present.
Our back vice chairperson, Engineer Harry Raplisa. Our back members, Engineer Ray Som Sidurifa,
Stand.
Engineer Noli Lemon Nuevas, and Engineer Mark Jason Muriel. Our back DPWH, Miss Genevieve Dumo, Engineer Giselle Villaflores, Engineer Oscar Aguda, Engineer Hilaroso Abrenosa Jr., and Engineer LVT Jr. And for our back secretariat, yours truly, Engineer Tagle, present. And also we have here from the PDS personnel, Engineer Dusidane Pacheco, Engineer Joe Stefani Cantero, and Engineer Jessica Tan. That's all, sir.
Any viewer from the groups or participant?
None, sir. None, sir.
Thank you, Baksek. This private conference is determined as quorum. We will request the representative from the PDS to discuss the details of the plans and specifications of the 7 projects.
Good afternoon, everyone. For our first project, we have contract ID 25 KL0166, construction of super health centers, Opol Bagong Pilipinas Health Centers, Misamis Oriental. Our project appropriation is 10 million pesos, approved budget cost of 9,900,000 pesos, project duration of 166 calendar days, and project description: construction of 1-story super health center building, includes embankment, soil poisoning, civil works, painting works, doors and windows, roofing and waterproofing, fire alarm system, plumbing, and electrical works. This is the location map of the said project. For our detailed engineering design, we have our perspective, we have our floor plan, and our elevations. We have our front elevation and left side elevation. We also have our rear and right side elevations. For the summary of quantities, we have Part 1, facilities for the engineer, Part 2, other general requirements, Part 3, civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary plumbing works, Part A, earthworks, Part B, plain and reinforced concrete works, Part C, finishing, Part D, plumbing works, Part E, electrical works, and Part F, mechanical works. These are the geotagged photos. Next, we have 26 KL0093, construction of multi-purpose building, Sampatulog, Alubihid, Misamis Oriental. Project appropriation of 5 million pesos. ABC of 4,945,905.37 centavos. Project duration of 143 calendar days. And our project description, construction of one-story multi-purpose building. It includes patayin ko. A construction of one-story multi-purpose building includes excavation, soil poisoning, structural concrete, cement plaster finish, tiles, railings, plumbing, and electrical works. This is the location map. For the detailed engineering design, we have our perspective. We have our floor plan and our elevations. For the summary of quantities, we have Part 1, other general requirements. Part 2, civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary plumbing works. Part A, earthworks. Part B, plain and reinforced concrete works. Part C, finishing. Part D, plumbing and sanitary works, and Part E, electrical works. These are the geotagged photos of the project. Next, we have 26 KL0094, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Santa Ana, Tagolwan, Misamis Oriental. Project appropriation of 5 million pesos. ABC of 4,948,383.45 centavos. Project duration of 143 calendar days, and its project description. Construction of two-story multi-purpose building includes excavation, soil poisoning, structural concrete, cement plaster finish, tiles, paints, railings, ceiling, plumbing, electrical, and mechanical works. This is the location map. For the detailed engineering design, we have our perspective. We have our floor plan, ground and second floor plan, and our elevations. For the summary of quantities, Part 1, other general requirements. Part 2, civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary plumbing works. Part A, earthworks. Part B, plain and reinforced concrete works. Part C, finishing. Part D, plumbing and sanitary works. Part E, electrical works, and Part F, mechanical works. These are the geotagged photos. Next, we have 26 KL0095, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Camelon, Initao, Misamis Oriental. Project appropriation of 5 million pesos. Approved budget cost of 4,949,364 pesos and 69 cents. Project duration of 143 calendar days, and our project description. Construction of two-story multi-purpose building includes excavation, soil poisoning, structural concrete, cement plaster finish, tiles, paints, railings, ceiling, plumbing, and electrical works. This is the location map. For the detailed engineering design, we have our perspective and our floor plan. We also have our elevations. For the summary of quantities, we have Part 1, other general requirements. Part 2, civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary plumbing works. Part A, earthworks. Part B, plain and reinforced concrete works. Part C, finishing. Part D, plumbing, sanitary works, and Part E, electrical works. These are the geotag photos of this project. Or stop share na.
Isa? Apa namanya benar?
Good afternoon. For the next project, we have improvement of road at Barangay Apas, Station 0 to Station 265, located at Initao, Misamis Oriental, with a contract ID of 26KL0090 and appropriation of 4,819,000 and an ABC of 4,717,340 pesos and 74 cents. Its programmed length is 254 meters. Its contract duration is 45 calendar days, and its scope of work is construction of concrete road. So this is the vicinity map of the said project. The geotag photos. For the detailed breakdown of component costs for each item, we have other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface course, drainage and slope protection structures, and miscellaneous structures. For earthworks, we have item 1022, surplus common excavation with a quantity of 1,568.51 cubic meters. Item 1041A, embankment from roadway structure excavation using common soil with a quantity of 714.52 cubic meters. And 1051A, subgrade preparation common material, 1,629.85 square meters. For subbase and base course, we have item 2001, aggregate subbase course, 254 cubic meters. Item 3111B1, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 200 millimeter thick, 1,270 square meters. Grouted riprap class A, 65.89 cubic meters. And reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings color white, 63.85 square meters. This is the typical section of the said project showing its cut and fill and the super elevation.
Excuse me, can we go back to 26KL0019? This is regarding the station limit of the projects. 254, wow. What is right, 254 or 265?
254, sir.
So 254,
Length ang length sa project 54
254.
and request of updating sa
Because according to our list,
pero di
station 265.
di pa change ang title that
Okay.
physical target na request sa project.
That is length 254 length of PCCP.
Yes,
But we have to
yes.
comply with the length.
Sa
So
title.
the 9 meters will be, this will be Okay. So for clarification, this is 254 meters PCCP. Proceed, please.
For the next project, we have construction of road at Barangay Lanise, Station 0 to Station 265, located at Claveria, Misamis Oriental, with a contract ID of 26KL0091, an appropriation of 4,819,000, an ABC of 4,719,688 pesos and 97 cents. Its programmed length is 265 meters. Contract duration is 45 calendar days, and its scope of work is construction of concrete roads. This is the vicinity map of the said project. It has two segments. For the first segment, we have Station 0 to Station 100. And for the second segment, we have Station 365.356 to Station 530.356, totaling 265 meters. This shows the geotag photos of the project. For the detailed breakdown of component costs for each item, we have other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface course, and miscellaneous structures. For earthworks, we have item 1022, surplus common excavation, 1,282.68 cubic meters. Item 1041A, embankment from roadway structure excavation using common soil, 256.30 cubic meters. Item 1051A, subgrade preparation, common material, 1,448.27 square meters. For sub-base and base course, we have item 2001, aggregate sub-base course, 435.06 cubic meters. For surface course, we have item 3111C1, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 230 millimeter thick, 1,325 square meters. And for miscellaneous structures, we have item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 66.5 square meters. This shows the typical section of the project. For the next project, we have rehabilitation of damaged paved road at Barangay Gracia, Station 0 to Station 350, located at Tagolwan, Misamis Oriental, with a contract ID of 26KL0092, an appropriation of 4,819,000, an ABC of 4,722,197 pesos and 70 cents. Its programmed length is 350 meters. Its contract duration is 44 calendar days, and its scope of work is rehabilitation of damaged paved road. This is the vicinity map of the said project, which also shows two segments. For the first segment, we have Station 0 to Station 0 plus 010. And for the second segment, we have Station 0 plus 140 to Station 0 plus 480. This shows the geotag photos of the said project. For the detailed breakdown of component costs for each item, we have other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, and surface course. For earthworks, we have item 1013B3, removal of actual structures, obstruction, 0.23 meters thick, PCCP unreinforced, with a quantity of 1,750 square meters. Item 1051A, subgrade preparation, common material, 1,750 square meters. For sub-base and base course, we have item 2001, aggregate sub-base course, 350 cubic meters. And for surface course, we have 3111C1, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 230 millimeter thick, 1,750 square meters. This shows the typical section of the said project.
Afternoon, everyone. So for the next project, we have construction, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along national roads, primary roads, Butuan City, Cagayan de Oro City, Iligan City Road, kilometer 1451 plus 468 to kilometer 1452 plus 100. So for the contract ID, this is 26KL0096. For the appropriation, we have 33,733,000. And for the ABC, we have 33,058,340 pesos only. So for the program length, we have 904 meters. The contract duration is 199 calendar days. And the scope of work is construction, upgrading, or rehabilitation of drainage. This shows the location map of the said project. It is located in Amoros, El Salvador City. This shows the site development plan of the said project. It is near the Amoros Bridge and the bypass road of El Salvador. So for the summary of quantities, we have Part A, facilities for the engineer. Item number A118, provision of field office for the engineers and rental basis. So for the quantity, 6.63 months. And for Part B, we have the other general requirements. This includes the project billboards, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, and mobilization and demobilization. So for Part C, we have earthworks, item number 1013B3, removal of actual structures or obstruction and with 0.23 meter thick PCCP unreinforced with a quantity of 22.28 square meters. Next, item number 1051A, subgrade preparation for common material with a quantity of 22.28 square meters. So for Part D, sub-base and base course, item number 2001, aggregate sub-base course with a quantity of 4.46 cubic meters. So for the surface course, item number 3111C1, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.23 meter thick with a quantity of 22.28 square meters. So for the flood and river control and drainage, we have the curb and gutter cast in place, the quantity of 493 lineal meter. And item number 9001C, structural concrete 3000 PSI class A 28 days, the quantity of 782.70 cubic meters. For item number 9011, lean concrete, quantity 91.05 cubic meter. For item number 9021A1, reinforcing steel deformed grade 40 kilogram, quantity 61,941.48 kilogram. For the structure excavation, with a quantity of 7,800.5 cubic meter. For item number 17041A, embankment from roadway structure excavation with a quantity of 3,362.19 cubic meter. For item number 17102A, grouted riprap class A with a quantity of 133.5 cubic meter. For item number 17111, stone masonry with a quantity of 491.9 cubic meter. For item number 17181A3, pipe culvert 910 millimeter diameter class 2 RCPC, the quantity of 250 linear meter. For item number 17181A6, pipe culvert 1,520 millimeter diameter class 2 RCPC with a quantity of 542 linear meter. So here is the typical section of reinforced concrete pipe culvert or RCPC. 2.78 meter by 3.24 meter line canal with wheel guard and stone masonry. Next, we have the catch basin typical section. 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter with line canal, 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter with RCPC 910 mm, and 2.4 meter by 2.4 meter with RCPC 1,520 millimeter and a line canal with the width of 1.5 meter. So here we can see the typical section of the catch basin, 5.05 meter by 2.55 meter on both sides. This is located in station 1451 plus 923. Next, we have the typical section of the catch basin, 3 meter by 2.5 meter on both sides, located in station 1451 plus 732. So next, for the next project, we have preventive maintenance on primary roads, Butuan City, Cagayan de Oro City, Iligan City Road, kilometer 1470 plus 826 to kilometer 1472 plus 710 and kilometer 1474 plus 605 to kilometer 1475 plus 300 located in Gitago, Misamis Oriental. With a contract ID of 26KL0097 and an appropriation of 88,954,000. For the approved budget cost, we have 85,837,917 pesos and 9 centavo only. For the program length, we have 2,588 meters. For the contract duration, 122 calendar days. So the scope of work is asphalt overlay 50 millimeter thick with correction. So this is the vicinity map of the said project. The first segment is located and traversed in the barangay of Poblacion, Gitago, Misamis Oriental, and the second segment is located in Pangayawan, Tumatangad, Gitago, Misamis Oriental. This is the geotag photo of the first segment, and this is the geotag photo of the second segment. So for the summary of quantities, we have item number A118, provision of field office for the engineers rental basis with a quantity of 4.07 months, and operation and maintenance of field office for the engineers 4.07 months. So for the other general requirements, we have item number B.5, project billboard and signboard with 4 each. Item number B.71, occupational safety and health program with a quantity of 4.07 months. Item number B.81, traffic management with a quantity of 4.07 months. Item number B.9, mobilization or demobilization with a quantity of 1 lump sum. For the earthworks, we have item number 1013B3, removal of actual structures or obstruction, 0.23 meter thick PCCP unreinforced with a quantity of 301.5 square meters. For the item number 1051A, subgrade preparation of common material with a quantity of 301.5 square meters. For the sub-base and base course, we have item number 2001, aggregate sub-base course with a quantity of 60.30 cubic meter. For the surface course, we have item number 3022, emulsified asphalt with a quantity of 52,266.7 square meter. For the item number 310-1C, bituminous concrete surface wearing course hot laid 50 millimeter thick with a quantity of 52,266.7 square meter. For item number 3111F1, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 300 millimeter thick 14 days with a quantity of 301.5 square meters. For the miscellaneous structure, we have item number 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, with a quantity of 763.6 square meters, and item number 6122, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow, with a quantity of 399.9 square meters. So now, here is the typical section for the said project. And that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you, PDS. We will request the box secretariat to discuss the bidder's checklist of financial and technical component and reminder to the street.
Thank you, sir. Again, before discussing the bidder's checklist, we would like to inform our bidders that the discussed project could be are subjected to for supplemental bulletin, and it will be posted to our website and field GIFs, and also to our live viewers. If you have any questions or queries, please feel free to comment to our YouTube page. Thank you. Bidder's checklist of requirements for its bid, including technical and financial proposal. First, for that technical component, that technical component shall contain the following. Number one, cover page indicating the total number of pages in that technical component duly signed by the authorized representative. Number two, eligibility requirements under section 23.3 of this IRR. Number three, bid security in the prescribed form. Number four, project requirements which shall include the following. A, duly signed organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B, duly signed list of contractors' personnel. C, duly signed list of contractors' equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project based on DEO 11 series of 2017. And D, construction safety and health program. Number five, omnibus sworn statement by the prospective bidder or its duly authorized representative in the form prescribed by the GPPB as to the following. A, It is not blacklisted or barred from the bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, offices, corporations, or local government units, including foreign government or foreign or international financing institution whose blacklisting rules have been recognized by the Government Procurement Policy Board by itself or by relation, membership, association, affiliation, or controlling interest with another blacklisted person or entity as defined and provided for in the Uniform Guidelines on Blacklisting. B. Each of the documents submitted in the satisfaction of the bidding requirements is an authentic copy of the original, complete, and all statements and information provided therein are true and correct. C. It is authorizing the head of procuring entity or HOP for its duly authorized representatives to verify all the documents submitted. D. Complies with the disclosure provision under Section 47 of this Act and this IRR in relation to other provisions of RA 3019. E. It complies with the existing labor laws and standards. F. It complies with the responsibilities of the prospective or eligible bidder provided in the PBDs. G. It did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission, amount, fee, or and form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person of official, personnel, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity. H. In case advance payment was made or given, failure to perform or deliver any of the obligation and undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient grounds to constitute criminal liability for swindling or estafa, or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines. And I, Omnibus Sworn Statement. Number 6, tax clearance. For financial component, it covers number 1, it contains number 1, cover page indicating the total number of pages in the financial component duly signed by the authorized representative. Number 2, duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Number 3, duly signed detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in the coming up with the bid. Number 4, duly signed cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. And number 5, bid for. And again, don't forget to input your bid amount in figures and in words. And again, before the announcement, please, we remind you to all the bidders, please don't forget to put the tabbing on every checklist in the given, in every document in the given checklist. Thank you. Announcements. Bid submission. Bids must be duly received by the back secretariat at the address for manual submission in our office, DPWH Misamis Oriental Second DEO, and for electronic submission with this email address, electronic bids _ Misamis Oriental 2. Submission shall be on June 2, 2026 for a discussed project from 25 KL 00166 and 26 KL 0090 to 26 KL 0093 at 1 p.m. And on June 3 for this contract ID 26 KL 0094 to 97 at 1 p.m. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms in the amount stated in ITB Clause 18. Private conference today, May 21, for the discussed project. Bid opening again on the following dates on June 2 for the projects 25 KL 0166 and 26 KL 0090 to 26 KL 0093, and on June 3 for 26KL0094 to 26KL0097. After receipt of bids and immediately after convening of the BAC at Misamis Oriental Second DEO Conference Room, bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend at the address. Late bids shall not be accepted. Reminders, Department Order 80 Series of 2016, mandatory use of joint sealer equipment or machine for sealing joints on concrete pavements. In order to eliminate the traditional way of applying asphalt, sealant, or emulsion to seal joints in concrete pavement, it is hereby directed that in the procurement of contracts involving construction and/or rehabilitation or improvement of roads with a concrete pavement, the required minimum equipment shall include at least one complete set of mechanized joint sealer equipment or machine. And DO 20, series of 2018, amending the guidelines on the accreditation of private testing laboratories in section 54.2.b of the revised IAR of RA 12009 requires, among other technical requirements, the inclusion of the list of the contractor's major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreement, supported by proof of the ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment list or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. The minimum materials testing equipment requirement shall be on a per contractor basis and not on a per project basis. And in DO 148, series of 2024, in view of the full implementation of assigning only qualified and competent project engineers of the contractors and the consultants in the implementation of DPWH project. Thank you. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Roxy. Is there any comments or questions from our viewers?
None, sir.
Hearing none, so we're done. Thank you, everyone, and again,